BlackRock, we are forcing behaviors.
That's an investment criteria for you.
If you don't force behaviors, whether it's gender or race, you're going to be impacted, and we're going to have to force change.
By starving non-compliant companies of funding, investor stakeholders, such as BlackRock, are forcing companies to adopt stakeholder capitalism.
This will allow investors to see how the company performs on matters such as climate change, workplace diversity and inclusion, and as a consequence, a sea change in the way companies are run.
One elite who rejected his invite to the World Economic Forum and is sounding the alarm about ESG is Elon Musk.
We don't want basically some sort of communism rebranded thing, which is like a lot of what ESG is, to be inflicted upon corporate America without the knowledge of the actual shareholders, which is what's going on. The public is being lied to.
Elon Musk tweeted, "I'm increasingly convinced that corporate ESG is the devil incarnate. People who follow the Great Reset and the World Economic Forums often warn against it."
Elon also tweeted,
WEF is increasingly becoming an unelected world government that the people never asked for and don't want.
and
How is WEF Davos even a thing? Are they trying to be the boss of Earth?
criticising our new boss of Earth will guarantee a poor ESG score.
Tesla, a company that makes electric vehicles, has a moderate to moderately poor score. Somehow, out of the 5 US-based automotive companies like Ford, which make gas-guzzling trucks, Tesla's ESG score is the worst. Why is that? The score is political.
What I'm particularly proud of in the case of the development of those ESG metrics is that the initiative came from business, from our 100-plus CEOs.
And his 100-plus CEOs will of course be guaranteed a good score.
So the company reigning at the very top of the ESG scoring list is Bill Gates founded Microsoft.
With these metrics, the business world will finally be able to walk the talk on their commitment to ESG performance and the stakeholder principle.
Recently, I rejected a request from my investors to report ESG metrics for my startup. But according to Klaus Schwab, I may soon have no choice.
As regulators look set to mandate separate sustainability reporting requirements, we encourage all companies to join the forum's Stakeholder Capitalism Metrics Initiative.
This mandate call to action is led by this middle stakeholder, the UK Prime Minister.
We're announcing the UK's intention to mandate climate disclosures by large companies and financial services firms across the economy by 2025.
By the end of 2023, the UK and several other countries had mandated large company environmental reporting. And the UK, EU and Australia have announced reporting could be made mandatory for all companies in 2024. With China as the model, ESG will likely evolve from scoring companies to scoring everyone, just like their social credit score.
The state will go over every detail of a person's life with a fine-tooth comb: their financial situation, spending habits, career, even behaviour on social media. Criticising the government online is a no-no.
As with the ESG score, the Chinese social credit system forces compliance by punishing people who break the government's rules.
When Xiao Wen-Wang makes an electronic payment, her purchases tell the state a lot about her. Buying cigarettes would count against her. She'd be better off buying water. The cinema names and shames people considered untrustworthy, plastering their details, even their addresses, across big screens.
In a country that's banned over 20 million people from travelling for having a low score, you don't want to disrespect the government.
The Supreme Court has created a blacklist for so-called bad citizens. On it are companies, but also 23 million people to date. Among them is this journalist Liu Hu. He got a little too close